Welcome back to Exeter Cosmos. In today's video, we'll be jumping into a conversation we had with Richard Linares of MIT's Aeroastro department. We interviewed him about all things outer space, from the future of space to the ethics of space to how students can get involved in high school. Our conversation was so interesting that we broke it into a series of videos. Enjoy.
What about space interests you, and why do you like it?
What about space interests me? Yeah, so I think my interests in space have to do with the fact that it's more or less intrinsic, I guess. It's hard to describe, but I think it's a feeling that our society has to explore space. We really need to expand beyond the Earth. And the Earth is great, and it's been, the place where we have flourished so far. But I think the universe and the cosmos is so much bigger that we really need to push the boundaries. And, in terms of what I would like to see is in my lifetime, maybe for us to leave our solar system if possible, but that might not be possible, right? So it would be great to really explore the different parts of our universe and see the things that, the beautiful sights of our universe and the things that you can barely imagine exist, and discover all of that. But we're limited by physics, and physics is, turned out to be a pretty hard thing to overcome. And it's hard enough to get to the planets in our solar system. But if we don't start working on that vision and working on that infrastructure, then it's never going to happen. And it's going to be a multi-generation endeavor for us to escape the Earth and escape our solar system. But we really need to start on working on it today. And if we don't actively work on it, it's not going to develop itself. So my interests are more broad in terms of space and more intrinsic, but I think space technology needs to be developed. And I'm really excited about the things that are happening in space. But yeah, so my interests are broader, and my current interests in space technology have to do with, the desire to develop it and, really enable the things that we need to do to get humans off of the Earth and exploring our solar system and galaxy.
So I'm noticing you keep using the word need. Do you see expansion into space as a necessity or merely a curiosity?
I think it might not be necessary in the long run if we can figure out how to, sustainably use the resources on the Earth. It might not be physically necessary, but I think it is part of our fabric to want to explore. And so from the human psyche, it could be absolutely necessary for us to leave. And it might not be necessary for everyone. And if it's only a subset of the population that it's necessary for, that's probably enough. And, maybe there's going to be a subset of the population that really thinks that we need to leave the Earth and some that don't. Who knows? Because that I guess is not a reality today. But yeah, maybe it's not a need. And I view it as a need, and people that share my opinion view it as a need. But yeah, you're probably right. Maybe we can just stay on the Earth for the rest of our existence and figure out how to sustainably use our resources. But if we want to do different things in terms of like energy and matter usage in the future, like if we look at like the trends of technology and the limitations that the Earth imposes on it, we probably will need to leave the Earth. Right. So if you think 1,000 years from now, we want to really push the envelopes of computing, right? So right now, if we want to design a computer uses a lot of resources. It uses water, it uses electricity, it uses raw materials. So fundamentally, the materials available on Earth limit the size of a computer that we can build. So if we can explore our solar system and explore our galaxy, that the size of computer that we can build almost become limitless, right? So if that is a fundamental need of humanity, which is understanding and computing, then it would make sense that we need to leave the Earth to do that. But yeah, but it might not be absolutely necessary to leave the Earth.